Alright everyone, I've been pretty excited to start this series, but we'll see how it turns out, because I'm not one for sort of bullshitting in any way, to be completely honest. So, we're playing Chimps mode, and I want to see, I know this has probably been done before hundreds of times, I want to see exactly how far one tower, or one tower type, I should say, because we're not just limiting this to a one tower chimps. That's very much, well, I don't know if it's very much impossible, but it's borderline very much impossible. I'm just limiting myself to dart monkeys in this, and we're going to see how far dart monkeys can take me in a regular game of chimps. On the old classic logs map, we're going to be doing this for every single tower, if you guys do enjoy the series. If not, I'll leave it be. Message received. But yeah, I'm not going to be placing any supporting towers either. I know a lot of people do, usually, like when they do these videos, they'll say, oh, well, we have to have a village to make sure that they can pop every type of bloon, or they have to have an alchemist to make sure they can pop all the leads and things like that. And while I do appreciate those videos, I personally am a fan of sticking to the rules set out. So a lot of people will say, oh yeah, we're just testing the dart monkey specifically. You know, with the alchemist and the villagers' help, and of course we want the banana farms to make more money just so that, you know, we can really test the limits. I'm not gonna be like that. I'm purely gonna test them on their own singular towers abilities. So if we lose on round 28 because none of them can pop leads, that's what's gonna happen. If we lose earlier than that because a certain boomerang can't pop camo balloons in time and we can't afford it in time, that's what's going to happen. So we're just going to see how far the dart monkeys can get in this one, with no assistance, no outside help, and no support towers, I guess. So I went straight up for a triple shot with camo detection at first, just because it's insanely cheap and effective DPS strategy. We're also going to go for a juggernaut here, just so that we can get the camo lead popping power. But overall, the dart monkey, in terms of, like, I guess you could say predictions, the dart monkey itself can pop all types of balloons. Obviously, it depends which pathway you go. Actually, no, it kind of doesn't. The top path, if you cross it with the bottom path, like this, as you can see, Juggernaut here pops lead balloons and excels at crushing ceramic balloons. So, obviously, if it can pop leads and it can pop camos, it can pop both, and it's a spiky object, so it can pop purples. So nothing's really off the table for the enhanced eyesight Juggernaut. And same with the bottom path. When you eventually get to Crossbow Master, your crossbow dart monkey can suddenly pop lead balloons, which is also quite a lovely bonus. And then if for the middle path, obviously it's going to take a while and cost an extreme amount of money, and I don't know why anyone would go for this one first over like the crossbow master or the juggernaut. But if you wanted to get a plasma monkey fan club, then by all means that works too. You just have to cross it with the bottom path once again. The bottom path basically is just the essential way to live. So it's vital to get it while you can. Okay, so now that we've got the Juggernaut, we don't have to worry about popping anything specific early. It's all about how we proceed from here. Now I'd like to go straight for a crossbow master, but I don't know how. Like, if we'd be able to do that anytime soon. I'd like to be able to do it soon, because we're going to pretty much need that or more Juggernauts for round 63. And I'm not limiting myself to any, like, number of dart monkeys. I'm allowed to throw as many down here as I see fit. But for now, I'm just starting off with 3, just to try and get a baseline of each different pathway. And each one has their own benefits and unique skills, really. I mean, the 032 that we've got right here is pretty damn good at just being a regular well, let's put it this way. The 032 is pretty good at being a druid. Just having an immediate shotgun effect and taking out a decent chunk of balloons with a single regular hit. This sharpshooter is going to help us do crit hits and smash out the Moab, and we're just going to see how far we can get. I know for a fact if I do this series with something like the boomerang or the bomb shooter, they're going to get cut short real quick, and slowly, bit by bit, just based on the length of the video really, you'll be able to see which towers shine the most and can stand out on their own 2 feet and support themselves the easiest. So for example, Dart Monkey's going to go quite far, Boomerang Monkey's going to straight up lose to the first lot of camo balloons, because the upgrade to actually get the camo popping power is quite late in the tiers. Wait, did they change it? Can more glaives do it? No, it's a glaive lord thing. Yep, okay. But yeah, this is going to be very interesting. We're not getting any sort of outside help. We're not even going to place down a hero. That's why I picked Captain Churchill, just so I wouldn't go into the automatic mindset of, oh hey, my hero's here on round 1, place. Well, I guess in this case it would be round 6, but you get what I mean. I'm trying to avoid making mistakes early on. Okay, our first dose of ceramics, and quite well handled. Okay, I'm happy with that. The only thing I am worried about is being able to afford the crossbow master in time, like I said, because I think the only time we really need it is round 63 in the early game. Crit hits should do well here. Yep. Ooh, okay. And I was going to say as well, when it comes to like, if I think we're going to lose, I'll restart like a couple of times, but I'm not really going to try and min-max this stuff. Right? So like, if we lose, or if it looks like we're going to lose multiple times, and whatever I place doesn't seem to affect that, I'm just going to admit defeat there. I mean, that's what these challenges kind of for, right? I'm not looking to throw in other things into this equation just to get us past a certain round. I'm just looking for not that. I'm basically just looking to see how far Dart Monkeys can take you reasonably. Like, within reason. So, for example, if I'm in trouble now, a triple shot is most likely going to cover my ass. You know? Instead of me being like, okay, well, that didn't work. Let's throw in an alchemist, a village, and 12 engineer monkeys. See if that now works. You know, I'm going to try my best not to BS anything. Okay, okay. Didn't exactly solve the problem. But that's fine, that's fine. I can see why people make their own like custom challenges now and do it in there. It'd be so much nicer. Okay, so we'll have one triple shot there. And we'll throw in another one here. Triple shot is just my go-to for slight amounts of extra damage. So we should be good now to take on these ceramics. I did think ceramics were going to be a bit of a pain for us this time around. And really there is an RNG aspect involved with the critical hits and the targeting, but there we go. Obviously it was doable with the amount that we had saved up, and this is the scary part, is that C.H.I.M.P.S doesn't have any selling. So with selling, you could do even better. But I'm trying to limit myself as much as I can here with just utilizing what we have at the time. And plus selling isn't exactly the most... It can certainly help out in specific situations, but overall, selling is, in fact, losing money. Because you bought it for a certain price, you're selling it for less than that price. So overall, you want to try and avoid selling if you're going for a most efficient strategy. Hence, C.H.I.M.P.S mode. Alright, and there we go. Okay. We're not looking too bad. I've got my Juggernaut set on last, just so he's constantly throwing straight up in this line. And I'm also trying to avoid like heavy micro because, I mean, when you think about it, the average player doesn't want to be quickly switching between first, strong, close, and last just to squeeze out one extra round from dart monkeys that are bound to not make it insanely far. On their own, at least. On their own. So many of these towers. Like, that's the main reason I don't want to add in, like, alchemists and villages and all that. Just because pretty much every tower can carry you through if you've got the village, the alchemist, all that. All those sorts of buffs. Pretty much any tower can take you that far. And yes, that does mean there will be episodes of this series, if we continue it, where we might not even be able to place a monkey to start off with. Because Lord knows you can't start off with a super monkey on chimps on round 6. However, I will make an exception to that rule, just because I still want to test it out. I will be making a custom challenge where it's all still chimps mode, still starts on the default round, still ends on the default 100. Except I'll have exactly enough cash to place one super monkey or one spike factory or whatever we can't afford. So that'll be the one little tidbit rule that I throw in. Alright, I think I want another jug. Just so that we've got 2 fairly decent ceramic poppers. Well, I say fairly decent. They're not the greatest, but they certainly do get a lot more of the job done than some of these guys. Oh, come on. Thank you. Whew, I was going to say, don't lose to a couple of red balloons. Just don't. There we go. That should keep the regrow balloons running home. There we go. Okay, we've handled Moab before, so that shouldn't be too hectic. And we should still be on track to afford a crossbow master before we get way overwhelmed. Way overwhelmed? Way, dude. It's like surfer. Am I getting like a surfer thing going? Oh, hey, there we go. Shotguns for the win. But yeah, this round shouldn't make a difference in terms of camo ceramics just because all of my dart monkeys have camo popping power. It only seems logical to go for it. Otherwise, I've got towers that are literally not helping. And yeah, I mean, they could be attacking faster, but that means they're not attacking at all in camo-specific rounds. So, weighing up my options here, I'd like them to attack all the time. Where possible, at least. Okay, these guys are making it a little bit too far for my comfort. Can we handle that? That's ceramic. Yep. Okay. We're very close to being able to afford our good old friend crossbow master. So I'm going to try not spend too much to get this working. Maybe a crossbow with some slight upgrades. We'll see how that works. Should be good now that we've got like a few more layers of popping power. That should help out with popping some of those ceramics earlier, hitting some of those rainbows down. There we go. Already working well. Okay. But yeah, I just really wanted to test the extremes of each tower, specifically on their own. So if it loses to round 10, and I physically can't get it to beat round 10 on its own, ooh, okay, then that's what happens. That's just the fact of the matter. Matter of fact. Can't help that. I'm also going to try not, like... I make it sound like I'm not actually testing everything, but nobody wants to try and get the ability timing down to the perfect single frame that they need it to actually beat the level. So I'm going to try and keep this as like an average player guide rather than a expert pro min-max. Could do this in your sleep if you had pro gamer skills and you slept upright while you're at your desk or on your tablet, whatever you're playing on. Okay, so Crossbow Master should be coming up now. So that should certainly help us out in the future. Whew. Alright, let's get physical. I'm kidding, let's not do that. Let's get an Ultra Jug, but where do I want it? I feel like this isn't exactly the greatest spot in the world. Do we go middle of the map-ish? Maybe? Screw it, maybe if we get like an Ultra Jug here, because in my mind, I'm like, yeah, Ultra Jug there, so it can smash even more directly down this straight line and just be brilliant. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but it can't exactly attack for much longer other than when balloons hit this particular part of the path. So, I'm just going to throw it here. It could be a bad spot, could be a great spot. But this is what I'm going with. And now that we've got the Crossbow Master, it's going to be so much nicer going for the Ultra Jug. You know, it's just going to be so much easier. I don't have to worry as much because Crossbow Master's got my back until like early 70s, maybe even late 70s. You know, I can just sit back and relax. If you've never tried the Crossbow Master before, highly recommend it. Especially as like one of your first 5th tiers that you get in a game. Look at it go. It just shredded that BFB on its own. If we hadn't got the Crossbow Master by now, 100% that would have killed us. 100%. So yeah, if you're going for a Dart Monkey 5th tier, I'd highly recommend Crossbow Master first. It's not the cheapest option out of the 5th tiers of the Dart Monkey, but I'd say it's certainly one of the better ones. Ultra Jug's great, but I feel like it can't carry you as far as Crossbow Master can. And Plasma Monkey Fan Club's great. Who am I kidding? It's not that great. Let's be real. It's like $43,000 for a Plasma Super Monkey that you could just buy and have it permanent. Although, to be fair, it does affect up to 10 other monkeys, so it probably is more cost efficient in the end, but still, I think we'd all agree that the Crossbow Master and the Ultra Jug are the preferred 5th tiers for the Dart Monkey. Even if there are people out there that do love the Plasma Monkey Fan Club, these guys are going to be the more popular options. Alright, let's get ourselves the Ultra Jug. And I'm not doing this just to test out the 5th tiers and then I'll be like, oh, let's see how far these 5th tiers can take us. No, I'm gonna spam the screen once we've got the 3 to 5th tiers. I'm gonna spam the crap out of the screen with all sorts of other different Dart Monkeys, still Dart Monkeys. I'm not gonna be like, oh, okay, we got 3 5th tier Dart Monkeys. Let's place a plane now. We're still going to be testing straight up Dart Monkeys here, and so far, pretty damn good. They've passed the benchmarks for camo balloons, lead balloons, and camo lead balloons, which for the most part are the most important landmarks, and like obviously purple balloons aren't going to really bother too much with these guys because they're not shooting out pure energy in any sort of way. So looking good so far. I must admit, every time Churchill flashes yellow, like, goes from unable to buy to able to buy, I'm always tempted just to be like, must placed hero, put him on the water. But no heroes here. There's no heroes here. This is Overwatch has disbanded. Nobody wants us anymore. No more heroes. We're just going pure vigilante justice, Dart Monkey style. And we are doing this in one of the later updates. So as of right now, the Dart Monkey and the Boomerang are the only paragons that we have available. Not to say that I think we'll actually get a paragon in these games, especially on Chimps mode, But it's still an option to keep in mind. That if you do have access to banana farms or other money-making towers, then it is entirely possible for you to take this above and beyond. Even further beyond. But damn, 48,000? Let's just test this out. Okay, good, it's not affecting my 5th tiers. I am really pleased about that. I swear, if they swapped out my 5th tiers for just regular super monkeys, I'd be so pissed. Who wouldn't be? Alright. I think maybe they have to be just like within the same sort of generic pathway. So like if we're going to place more down, we're going to need like a few triple shots around. Just so that the ability actually works on them. So we're going to place a few more of these guys down. This is like my go-to early game survival dart monkey right here. The 032. Honestly, it's so good. Just for the early rounds. Like if you're this is exactly what this dart monkey is good for. If you're in the early game and you're trying to afford something without losing to like round 6, this guy's your guy, right? If you're like $200 away from your being able to place your hero at the start of the game, place this guy down, spend a little bit of cash on him, he'll get you to your hero, right? That's exactly what this dart monkey is for. This one is just if you need a little bit of extra damage on top of, well, I'd say fairly cheap, but at that point it stops becoming fairly cheap, doesn't it? Alright. There we go. How many does it stack up to? 10. 10 nearby. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So we can place 3 more. Beautiful. I don't think we can fit many more after that in this area anyway. We'll try though. And of course I'm doing this without monkey knowledge. If having monkey knowledge would alter whether I could place a tower at the start of the game or not, then yeah, I'd throw monkey knowledge on just to sort of not have to cop out with creating a challenge where I have extra cash at the start, just because, you know, you could get the monkey knowledge and it's entirely plausible. You wouldn't have to do a challenge to have this available. But for the most part, I think we're good. Let's test this out. Damn. Okay, this one's unaffected now, but still. Not bad. Not bad. Especially for 8 grand. It's not bad to have, what, 10 super monkeys suddenly show up on your field for 8 grand. 10 regular super monkeys, 27,000. Much cheaper option. Well, I guess if you add up the cost of all the dart monkeys as well, it might not be that much cheaper, but still. Okay, so this is it. This is round 80. This is the end of a regular hard game mode. Usually only goes up to 80. Chimps mode and impoppable are the exceptions to the rule. Use the ability. Not the craziest amounts of damage, but still much better than without it. And Crossbow Master and Ultra Jug clean up very beautifully. Okay, now we're getting into the harder rounds. After round 80, things ramp up a bit, to say the least. And then once again after round 100, and then once again after round 140. So, buckle your seatbelts, I guess. We're going to be trying to go for a Plasma Monkey fan club next, but we might have to go for something else in the meantime. Because round 90 is going to be a bit of a pain, isn't it? Oh, and I guess, this is difficult to do either, or to decide whether to do either monkey knowledgeless or with all monkey knowledge, just because with monkey knowledge, technically I could get another Crossbow Master. Personally, one of my favorite monkey knowledge upgrades. You can have 2 Crossbow Masters on the one person's sort of screen game, one person's game. So like if you're playing co-op, you can have up to 8 crossbow masters, which is insanely cool. But yeah, I haven't taken that into account yet. But essentially, this is what would be my second crossbow master if I had monkey knowledge enabled. But since we're on chimps, I guess not. So it doesn't matter. It would be cool if we could actually, like, obviously not for the dart monkey and the boomerang at this point in time, but it would be pretty nice if some of the paragons were a bit more attainable in terms of chimps mode and impoppable modes, but I guess generally they are for the boss balloons like Bloonarius, and whenever they introduce Vortex and Blastopopolis and all of them. So I guess it is more tailor-suited to those game modes, but it would be pretty cool to get some paragons that can actually be gotten for like regular games of chimps or things like that. I guess it would be a little bit overpowered if you could get even just a level 1. Even just a level 1 paragon would be pretty damn strong against most things under the sun. Under the sun being round 100 and below. Okay, we're only 10 grand away from Plasma Monkey Fan Club. Hopefully we'll be able to afford it without buying anything else. But I sense that maybe we might have to buy something else. I don't know though. We are doing pretty well just with the Crossbow Master and the Ultra Jug here. But we shall see. Another 8 grand or so. Yep. Okay, but so far Dart Monkey's doing really well. If you're locked into one tower type in an Odyssey or some sort of challenge and it's the Dart Monkey, you know, maybe it's not the end of the world. Obviously, if you've got restrictions on upgrades and they don't let you buy the second upgrade on the bottom path, then yes, very much panic. Because that's the one you kinda need to pop camo balloons. Without that, not a lot of camo popping can be done. But otherwise, not bad, not bad. And we'll see just how far we can get. Maybe we could even get to 100. I don't know. I think it's entirely possible to do a single tower type round 100 chimps. Whether it's the Dart Monkey that's made it possible or not, I don't know, but we'll certainly find out, I hope. And then I'll just give like an overall, I know I've kind of been doing it as I go along, but like an overall recap of how good the tower is. I think it'll be nice. What should I call this series? Tower Analysis. Stranded Alone. No. Survival of the Fittest? That's not bad. I like the idea of that. Dart Monkey, Survival of the Fittest. That could work. I think I might run with that, to be honest. It sounded dumb the first time I said it, but now the more I say it, the more I like it. Okay. We do have DDTs now. Notoriously difficult. With their speed and high HP. Crossbow Master's going to have to do most of the work here. But it is possible. And we do have a Plasma Monkey Fan Club available now. So I think the next thing in line is probably going to turn most of these guys into regular Super Monkey Fan Clubs. And then just see where we go from there. So let's test this out. Ooh, we like that. Oh, we very much like that. Okay, maybe I've been sleeping on this middle path a little too long. But generally, not a great middle path, you know? If you could choose between a Crossbow Master, Plasma Monkey Fan Club, and an Ultra Jug, I'd probably choose the Plasma Monkey Fan Club last. Not gonna lie. And I think most of us would agree. Just because it's insanely expensive, so you're not gonna be getting it anytime soon. But it does do some work. Legitimately does. Okay, we might need it here. We shall see, though. Let's do it, just to test it out, see how it goes. That's the great thing about DDTs in this game, is that they take a break quite a lot. So if you're playing a regular game, you'll get DDTs showing up on round 90, and then they'll sleep for a bit. They'll wait till like round 93, and then they'll do it again, and again. They'll just have a nice break. They'll give you time to sort of relax your abilities a little. I feel like I activated that a little bit too late, but we'll see. Oh, damn. That's unfortunate. I activated that one and it didn't seem to do anything. Huh. Maybe that was bad timing on my part. Okay, but we do have plasma ready for the next round, which I think is important because we are going to need it for these DDTs. Anytime a round looks normal in the 90s plus, expect DDTs. So if you're seeing this and you're thinking, oh wow, this is nice and chill, just wait. And here they come. Right on time to ruin your day. Okay. So we'll let them get a little bit far. Crossbow Master can take out maybe 1 or 2. And we'll do it now. There we go. I'd say that's a fairly good use. If we can take most of them out. Oh yeah, that lasts quite a while. That is beautiful. Whew. Wow, that actually was perfect. That ran out dead on time. Sweet. Alright. We are gonna be making it quite far, it seems. I don't know exactly how far. I guess we'll find out, but not bad so far, Dart Monkeys. Not bad. I didn't expect this, if I'm honest. So let's use this now. It's still fairly early in the round and there's Z.O.M.Gs to pop, so it shouldn't be... Yeah, there we go. Should run out just in time for us to actually get the ability back for next round. And that's what I'm looking for. Pretty much 9 times out of 10 in these challenges. Getting the ability back in time for the next round. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. We should put this guy on first now, I think. Just because he's no longer going to be... Well, the main idea of having him on last was so he was aiming down here, but now he's aiming over here because the Moabs are thick. But we can't really help that, so... All good. Okay, those super monkeys are actually doing bits. I didn't think they'd work too well against ceramics and things like that, but... Maybe I was wrong to judge. And I do feel like this series is going to be great. Just for, even just for me. Because I certainly know I have hidden biases against certain towers and upgrades. Okay, let's actually redo that round. I didn't think that would go so well. I thought we'd have a lot harder time popping those, but I want to save that Plasma Monkey Fan Club. So we'll just go for the regular Super Monkey Fan Club ones. Because I do not want to have that ability on cooldown for 98. Okay. But yeah, this is going to be great for me because I'm going to be trying like all different upgrade pathways to get like all the different 5th tiers just to see how they stack up. And honestly, I've been sleeping on the Plasma Monkey Fan Club. I really have. Super Monkey Fan Club, not so much. I feel like you could get away with calling that a bit useless. But yeah, Plasma Monkey, not bad. Certainly not great compared to the other 5th tiers, but certainly not something you should ignore completely. Okay. Pretty good signs here. There we go. Okay, so round 98 is where I want to use this. And I also want to have it back for 99, so I did use it quite early. Maybe I should have used it a bit later. That might have been smart. But to be fair, there's no banded Z.O.M.Gs in this one. Should probably also get more of them on the way. I'm trying not to place any more, but I'm not like against it. Screw it. Screw it. We do actually need the extra damage, and I think we'll still get it back in time. Oh! Never mind. Okay, let's try this again. Admittedly, my ability timing was pretty shocking there, but maybe round 98 is the proverbial sky limit. So we'll start off with just the regular Super Monkey Fan Club. Just see how we go. And again. Not bad. And one more. And plasma. Super again. Oh, this could be it, ladies and gents. That is a hell of a lot of ceramics for just a single fan club to handle. Okay, we'll try it a couple more times, but this could be it. We don't exactly have a massive amount of cash to deal a, you know, summon up a Dart Monkey with amazing popping power that isn't a 5th tier. So, I guess we'll see. But there is a chance that these Dart Monkeys are actually doing worse because of the ability, but I feel like we've been relying on our Crossbow Master here a little bit too much to deal with the ceramics, and that could be screwing us. So maybe popping them too quickly is actually an issue at this point. So we're going to try and slow it down, I guess. Not use too many abilities if we can help it. Okay, but we're still good, we're still good. Throw those guys in for some helpful cleanup. And, okay. We'll give it one more shot, but if this doesn't work, I think we're going to call it at round 98. And I know it is most likely very possible to get to around 100 on chimps, but realistically, it's a pain in the ass. So we're not gonna try and you know, like I said, we're not here to min-max this. We're just finding the general round that screws us over, and I think this is very much one of them. So see how we go, because obviously the result would be much more different if we had a second Crossbow Master available, but this is Chimps mode. Sadly, not what I'm looking for. So, yeah. These crit hits are definitely helping, but I don't think they're going to be happening nearly enough to actually take out all the ceramics. Which, funnily enough, is pretty much the only problem we're facing at the moment. Everything else is actually quite fine. It's just the overwhelming amount of ceramics that pours out from each and every one of these guys. Also, I said it was actually a pretty decent ability, but I feel like the Plasma Monkey Fan Club could do to last a little longer. But there we go. So, I'm not going to push anymore. I know it's entirely possible to actually beat this and probably do the whole Chimps mode with Dart Monkeys only. But like I said, we're not trying to min-max this stuff. So round 98 seems to be the limit, or the sort of average player limit of how far Dart Monkeys can take you in a Chimps mode game of logs. So yeah, I hope to do this with all the other towers. And yes, depending on the length of the video, you could probably take a guess that the Boomerang Monkey's going to lose to a Camo Balloon fairly soon. Same with the Bomb Shooter, same with the Tack Shooter. Maybe not same with the Ice Monkey. I haven't actually tested how far the Ice Monkey can get, but we're going to need shards to say the least. Glue Gun is going to lose to Camo... Well, technically it might not, depending on how quickly I can get the ability. But yeah, I plan on doing this with all towers. Except for, you know, maybe some of the more obvious ones. Banana Farm, Monkey Village. Unlikely candidates for damage dealing. Or at least, I might not do it for Banana Farms. Monkey Village technically has an attacking upgrade, so who knows. Maybe I'll throw in a a challenge where I start off with the 5th tier top path and we'll just see how far that can carry. But other than that, that's what I plan to do. I hope this is sort of like a series you guys want to see more of. And thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys on the boomerang. Take care, everyone.